All right, welcome to another stay-at-home workout video with Philly Yongmudo Temple Hapkido. Today we're going to be working on groundwork. So if you don't have one of those nice grappling dummies up there, you can always use your pillow buddy. It'll be okay for today. Pillow stuffed inside a sweatshirt, stuffed inside your dolbok or gi jacket with a belt. I've also got a rolled up beach towel that kind of runs the long ways to be the arms going through the main part of the body. So that is an option. We may also use some light medium weights for today. And this is also going to be one of the first workouts that we're going to try to integrate a little bit of our light falls into it. As we've announced, we're going to start hoping that people are going to be having mats. And while you may not have them yet, that's okay. We'll just be doing maybe a minute's worth where we're doing some light falls. And if you just want to try to do adapt, right? If you're just kind of sitting down into them and not slapping hard, that's fine. We're just looking to make sure we're practicing as much as we can so we can keep as many of our skills as fresh as possible in this self-quarantine period. So, as usual, we're going to be going through some stuff. We'll try to teach you some technique. We're mostly going to spend time trying to drill it and just have fun burning off some energy. So don't be too hard on yourself. Try to enjoy it more than trying to simply, push yourself down the road towards, your next black belt or whatever. So just try to have some fun with it. In the meantime, I think that's about it. So get your mats, maybe get a dummy if you can afford it. If not, we can put that off. But mats are great, and in the meantime, we'll just enjoy this workout as much as we can. Okay, so find yourself your little bit of space. We're going to start off with our usual warm-up. We're going to start off with jumping jacks. So make sure you've got some space around you, and I will count them out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 10 more, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Good. All right. Couple circuits. We're going to start on our backs. We're going to do 2 rounds. Sit-ups, push-ups, back arches. So first set, just easy sit-ups, crunches, whatever you like. I'm going to do a very simple crunch. Shins are pointed up at the ceiling, hands behind my head. And we're going to do 20. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. On to your fronts. Let's do back arches first. I'm going to do easy little Supermans. So hands and feet coming up together, but I'm going to spend 10 looking left and 10 looking right. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Up to a push-up position. 10 easy push-ups, hands over the shoulders unless you're doing something interesting. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Return to your backs. And this time I'm going to do leg lifts, so hands are underneath my hips. Legs starting up high. These will go a little bit more slowly. Do what you like. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. On your fronts. And this time, just like Mindy did, let's do our sharks and beach. So when I say shark, you're going to swim. When I say beach, you can rest for a few seconds. Okay, so the basic idea is we're getting our feet and hands up, feet and arms up, legs and arms up on the shark, so we're swimming, engaging all of our back muscles from glutes up to shoulders. Ready, and shark, beach, shark, swim, 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 beach, another shark, 2 sharks, even faster, come on, even faster, beach, 1 last set, shark, 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 hold it, keep going, and beach, good. All right, up to a push-up position, and ready, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Next. Oh, we're doing our basic falls next. Yes, so what happens is when we add stuff in, we got to take stuff out to keep it short. So we're going to do some basic falls. First, we're just going to do is a basic back fall. If you don't have a good surface, feel free to start in kind of this low squat. Sit back and just kind of think about hitting the floor and then get up, back up to your knees as best as you can. Sorry, your feet. Or you can do a nice good one. Come all the way up. Great hard falls. Again, it's been a while since we've done them. Take it easy, all right? Make sure you're slapping pretty close to your body, keeping the chin tucked to your chest, lowering yourself down with your legs. All right, so we're just going to do 5 back falls. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that felt glorious. Okay, side falls next. We're going to do 5 left, 5 right. We're going to do them from a standing position if you can. So, on the left side, just a quick reminder, I'm going to use the right leg to lower myself down. Left leg goes out. I'm going to roll down this left leg, rolling, slapping, coming up to a stand, okay? So we're going to do 5 left, 5 right. If you have a hard surface, then just lower yourself down nice and gentle. Come back up, touch the ground, thinking about a slap. All right, 5 left, 5 right. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. I'm going to switch sides now. Right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. All right. The hardest 15 falls I think we've all done in 3 months. All right. Stretch kicks are next. So, make sure you got a great space to do a little bit of stretch kick. On left foot forward, right foot back. We're going to start off with a straight up and down stretch kick. Remember, good posture, staying upright. Hands staying up, rotating on the support leg. All right, left foot forward, right leg kicking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Switch, right foot forward, left leg kicking. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, and switch. Left foot forward. We're going to do out to in block, stretch kick, sorry, not block. Out and stretch kick. Good posture, hands up, support leg rotating. I'm hearing thunder and wind, so hopefully I won't lose you guys. We'll see what happens. All right, ready? 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Switch. Right foot forward, left leg out to in stretch kick. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Switch. Left foot forward. We're doing in to out stretch kick, opening up into it, elongating, getting a good stretch on this inner thigh. And 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. Right foot forward, left leg, in out stretch kick. Good posture, hands up, ready. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right, hips rotating around. Good. All right, that was our warm up. Just remember on these stretch kicks, we're trying to find some easy ways to get the legs warmed up, get a little bit of pull on some of those tighter muscles. And so we're caring a little bit more about good form rather than speed, okay? Take your time with it, get a good stretch, get yourself warmed up so you don't pull anything. All right, let's go ahead and grab a quick drink of water. All right. I am going to mix in, I think, a couple exercises into this where we're using our legs. So we'll probably mix in some of our squats with overhead lifts. It's something that we've done a bunch of before, so it's quick review. And we'll just get a chance to kind of drill a guard pass into, work our way through like 2-3 positions, and then we extract ourselves. So the first one we're going to work on is a basic guard pass, getting into the floating hold or ukigatami. So pretend they've got these legs up, they're kicking around at you, and you've got to get past them. If someone is on the ground and you need to get to them, the only way you're going to do it is getting past these legs. If you're caught in their guard, the only way you're really going to be able to do much offensive outside of a lucky punch, and you've got to be much bigger in order to have the reach for that, is to get past these legs, okay? It's hard with these dummies to work on great guard passes, but we can think about stuff. For now, since I don't know how many of you actually have guys with legs, we're going to make this a mental exercise still. So, left hand is going to push the left leg, okay, the leg on the left. It's their right leg. We're stupid actors. I watched my kid play baseball, and left field is, on the right side if you're facing home plate. But hey, this is just how it goes. So, left hand is pushing the left leg. The right foot's going to step in and get close into this hip. This will help to block that leg from coming back around to put you back into the guard, okay? Now we're going to drop our knee into our floating hold or knee on belly, all right? Knee is right there in the middle of the solar plexus. This foot is as stretched out far to the side, 90 degrees. That way they can't reach it, and it provides me with a great counterbalance so that I can't easily be pulled over on my right side with the left leg far out. And then I'm going to grab onto collar and sleeve and pull them up into my knee. This will take away their options for working, okay? Next, we're now going to go into our side control. So from here, I'm going to drop down, sliding my arm underneath, Hand goes over the head, chest to chest, okay? Then from here, we're gonna go to our north-south position. To do that first, I wanna make sure I control this arm if I can. If I don't have easy access to it, don't worry too much about it. But I'd like to get it pinned to their chest so that now as I come around to my north-south, I've got that arm pinned, okay? Then we're gonna walk the hips around again, 1, 2, come around 2, side control on the other side, pop up to our knee on belly, and escape. So one more time, we're gonna start going to the left, we're gonna work our way clockwise around the body, left hand pushes to the right foot steps in, drop into my knee on belly, drop from here into my side control. Notice that I'm doing the BJJ style side control, so I'm around their head and their arms. So I basically have a kind of a very, very loose triangle. Then we're gonna move to our north-south. If I can get this arm and fold it in here, great. Now I'm gonna switch the hips. 1, 2, I've got north-south. Hands are around their hips, maybe grabbing their belt. Then I'm gonna walk around again. 1, 2, move into side control again, and then pop up to knee on belly and clear out. Okay, questions? All right, so let's do that. We're gonna do it, let's say 5 times left side, 5 times right side. See if there's any quick questions, and we'll do it again 5 times left, 5 times right. Any questions before we get started? All right, so I'm gonna pull him back a little bit. We'll see how this goes in terms of my camera angles. All right, let me move him a little bit. Okay, ready, and 1, step in, floating hold, side control, north, south, side control on the other side, pop up to knee on belly, clear out. All right, left hand pushes, right foot steps in, knee on belly, side control, switch around to north-south, good control, switch around again, side control on the other side, pop up to knee on belly, clear out. All right, number 3, push the leg, right foot steps in, knee on belly, side control, north-south, side control on the other side, pop up to knee on belly, clear out. Number 4, left hand pushes, right foot steps in, right knee drops in, knee on belly, drop down to side control, north-south, come around again to side control on the other side, pop up, knee on belly, clear out. Number 5 on the left side, left hand pushes, right foot steps, knee on belly, side control, north-south, come through again, side control on the other side, pop up, knee on belly, and clear out. Good, let's go to the other side. Let me adjust my dummy here a little bit. All right, so this time, right hand is gonna push, left foot steps in, left knee drops in, knee on belly, and then we continue through the circle. All right, so 5, mirror image. Right hand pushes, left foot steps in, left knee on belly, drop down, side control. Move to north-south. Come around again, side control on the other side. Pop up to knee on belly, and clear out. Right hand pushes, left foot steps, knee on belly, drop down, side control, move to north-south, and come around, side control on the other side, and pop up, knee on belly, clear out. All right, number 4, right hand pushes, left foot steps, knee on belly, side control, north-south, come through again, side control on the other side, pop up, knee on belly, clear out. Number 5, Right hand pushes, left knee drives in, knee on belly, side control, north, south, side control on the other side, pop up to knee on belly, and clear out. All right, questions on this? I know we've done it before, but there must be questions, right?
I think I'm identifying things I'm doing wrong, and so maybe one of those can't be answered. For transitioning from north-south to that, I guess you're moving like 135 degrees around the circle. You're not just going 90. So are you just taking like 2 big steps to spin yourself that direction?
Yeah, I'm probably going about 135. Yeah, it's 90 plus 45. Yeah, so 135 with each turn. Let me rotate him here, okay? So this way, I'm showing you my butt, but hopefully now you can see things a little bit differently. All right, so I'm here, right? And now I drop into my side control. I've got one arm around his arm. My right arm here is going around his head, and I've got my hips nice and low in some fashion, okay? From here, I really like having control over that arm. So if I can get this arm, like it's coming up here and pushing on me, if I can grab that arm and plant it on their chest, great. Now from here, I've got that arm set. I'm going to take my left hand, slide it over here to this hip. Because what I don't want is I don't want this hip and this leg to reach through and grab my leg and trap me in half guard. So I'm going to plant a hand here to prevent that hip from getting any closer. Basically, I'm using friction, surface area friction of my hand to prevent the hip from sliding. So if they push really hard, yeah, your hand's going to get pushed along the mat, or it's going to hurt a bit, but you'll block the hip from getting to your own legs. Now I'm going to take this right hand, and oftentimes what I like to do is reach it underneath this arm as I move that 135 degrees. Now I've got the elbows in, the hands in. All right, now this one is harder, partly because they don't have a head and they don't have arms, but there will be that time in which they start moving around. Like, let's say they start shifting this way. And that's why you might say, I'm going to go to this side because they're shifting over this way anyway. So now I just bring this knee in, bring that knee in, and now I've got my side control or my side control. So you can think of it as moving 90 degrees or sometimes moving 135. So going to traditional judo side control is more about 90 degrees. Coming all the way over here for this BJJ side control, or also known as chest hold, goes to about 135. Does that answer your question?
Yes, I've been forgetting the hand placement while transitioning among those, and that meant that I was kind of just spinning on top.
Okay. And I wasn't mentioning it either, and chances are, who knows, maybe I was rushing through it myself. So you asking the question makes me work harder. All right. Other questions? If not, let's go ahead and let's do another set. We'll get a chance to work this guard pass into a side control, eventually into a side control anyway. We'll just have a different transition. All right, so let's see. Where do I want him? I don't even know where my other camera is. So we're just going to hope that this is working. All right, so we're going to start going to our left. We're now going to be making clockwise circles again. We're going to do a second set. So left hand brushes that leg. Right foot steps in nice and high. Knee drops in. Knee on belly. Drop down to your side control. Good. From here, we're going to switch to our north-south. On the north-south also, make sure you really are kind of chest to chest is almost a misnomer. Think about almost collarbone to collarbone. I don't want to be too high up on them. It's not going to work as well. All right, now I'm going to shift again to side control on the other side. Pop up to my knee on belly. Good control. Clear out. All right, number 2. Left hand brush. Right foot step in. Knee on belly. Side control. North-south. Side control on the other side. Pop up, knee on belly, clear out. Number 3, left hand push, right foot step, knee, side control, north, south. Side control on the other side. Pop up, knee on belly, clear out. All right, I think this is number 5. Left hand, right foot steps deep, knee on belly, side control, move to north-south, move to side control, pop up to knee on belly. Good, clear out. Okay, now going counterclockwise. We're going to start by right hand brushes, left foot steps in deep, and then we go into our knee on belly. All right, now side control, north, south, side control on the other side, pop up to knee on belly. That's 1, 2, right hand, left knee, side control, north, south, side control again, other side, knee on belly, clear out. Number 3, right hand, left foot steps deep, knee on belly, side control, north, south, side control on the other side, knee on belly, clear out. All right, number 5, right hand, left foot, drop in, knee on belly to side control, to north, south, to side control, to knee on belly, floating hold, and clear out. All right, good. Questions? None. Okay, so a quick point on the transition, because, well, we're going to move away from the transition, including north-south, but I've got side control here, right? Their left arm is sticking out here, their right arm is back here by my left-hand side. Okay, from here to go to north-south. I like trying to get control over this arm, plant it. Now, from here, get low again. Right hand comes to that hip. Drop the hips around and back. I want to keep my weight low across their shoulders. Then from here, it's going to help if this arm now gets trapped. Okay? I don't want to end up necessarily with this arm between my legs. I might want it trapped somewhere. I don't want it getting free. So if I can, I'm going to take this hand, plant it, drop my chest on it, as now I come around into my side control. Whether that is BJJ side control or judo side control, that's up to you. Questions? Okay, thinking about those hands, as the question pointed out in the first place, will really help you think about that transition and make sure that you're not just spinning on top of them, right? We don't want to get our weight too high up, too far over them where it's easy to topple us over. Questions? Pants coming untied. Okay, in that case, let's go ahead and let's go to our next one. So we're going to start very similarly, except we are going to go into an arm bar. So I'm going to rotate this guy over here, bring him in a little bit closer so you can see what's going to happen there. All right, so we're going to pass the guard. Left hand pushes that leg, right foot steps in deep, right knee drops in, floating hold, and now I come into my side control, okay? Now, with this side control, I am hopefully lucky enough to get this arm somewhat isolated. If I can get my leg and hip close and deep on to their lats, underneath their armpit, and the other hand around their head, there's not that much that they can do with this hand, which means this hand becomes very active. They're trying to come up, push, do things with it. So the first thing we're going to do is our Americana, or udegarami, bent arm bar, which is oftentimes actually a shoulder bar. So a lot of judoka don't like using it because they can get called for a shoulder bar, which is illegal. Arm bars are legal. Of course, BJJ doesn't care. Let's just rip the joint off. So here's what we're going to do for this. This arm is here in our face, okay? So if you want, take that right hand, lift it up, put it on your forehead, go high. From here, I want to take the hand that's around the head, grab that wrist, and drop it to the ground, okay? By dropping it to the ground, I get to use friction to help control, and I can put a little bit of weight on it. But I don't want to bring my weight over here because now they've got the ability to roll me towards my head and scoot out from underneath. So I've got to stay low in here. I'm going to take my other hand, help pin it, bring it in, okay? So now I've got the bent arm, all right? Basically, it's like waving high. So the hand is high up here at the level of their head. What I'm going to do now is take this right hand, put it on the ground, and walk it underneath that elbow and grab my own wrist. Now I've got this great figure 4 lock, and this arm is not really going anywhere. Bring that hand back down to the level of the shoulder. The more it is up here, the harder time you're going to have to do it because the elbow wants to rotate towards the forehead here, which means that it's hard for you to get that angle. By drawing it down here, the elbow is going to go straight up relative to where their head is, and that's going to be an easier angle. So draw it in here, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift, but I'm going to roll my body towards their head to get the arm bar. Okay? So we do the pass guard, knee on belly, side control. We're here in side control. This hand comes up here and messes with me. So I'm going to grab that wrist, slam it down to the ground, press it down, pull it in. Now I'm going to take my right hand, the one away from their head, and it's going to walk underneath, nice and patient, sliding underneath, and grab my own wrist. And then if this hand is high, I want to bring it down to the level of their shoulders. And now I can drop my hip and roll towards their head, getting the arm bar. Okay? If you have a big problem with the arm bar and they start writhing up, I can always step over, and now I've got a lot of height that I can rip it off. Okay? So let me show the whole thing one more time, and then we're going to drill. Of course, I'll take questions. So left hand pushes, right foot steps in, floating hold, drop down into my side control. That hand messes with me. I grab the wrist, slam it down. Other hand helps. Pull it in. Hand away from their head, the one closest to their waist, is now going to come under, walk under, walk under, walk under. Grab my own wrist. I'm holding, left hand is holding their wrist, right hand is holding my wrist. Pull that arm down to where their shoulder is. Drop the hip, roll towards their head. If that's not working and you start to run out, get that knee back underneath, step over, and now I can lift up and crank all the way through there. Questions? No questions. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I know if you don't have a grappling dummy, if you just have a friend, there's going to be less resistance, but you can still get that idea. Remember, as we're going for that arm bar, we don't want the hand up here somewhere, because now you've got to rotate toward, this is the only way the shoulder will really kind of go. And that's a really hard angle to get when you're lying in that position. We've got to get the hand down here so the elbow is coming up here. So the lower we can get this hand down in line with their shoulders, the better. All right, questions? All right, let's go ahead and do that. So we are going to start in, actually, let's just start knee on belly. So this way we've got a little less time. So starting over here, I'm on the left side of their body, knee on belly, and let's go ahead. I'm just going to call it out. You do it at your own pace or do it with me. So I'm knee on belly, dropping down, side control, hand messes with me, left hand comes out, grabs the wrist, slams it down. Right hand helps, pull it in. Holding onto their wrist with my left hand, right hand releases, comes in underneath, grabs my own wrist, bring that fist down to their shoulder level, drop my left hip, roll towards their head to my left. And clear out. Back to knee on belly. Good. Knee on belly. Side control. Hand messes with me. Oh no. Left hand comes up, slams the wrist down. Right hand helps, draw it in. Right hand releases, walks underneath their elbow, grabs my wrist. Pull the shoulder down to shoulder level. Drop the hip, roll towards their head. Get in that arm bar. Pop back up to knee on belly. Good. Down to shoulder, side control. Hand comes up, messes with you. Right, left hand releases, slams that wrist down. Right hand helps, draws it in. I'm still keeping my knees at their hip, my knee at their shoulders, keeping them pinned. My elbows are still tight. Right hand releases, walks underneath their elbow, grabs my own wrist. This time, you start to roll and you feel like, nah, they've got too much movement. So I'm going to take the right foot, step over, and now I'm going to pull up with my right hand, but I'm keeping their wrist painting along the ground and going backwards towards their hip the wrong way. And release. Back up to knee on belly. Down to side control. Hand messes with you. Left hand releases, slams that wrist down. Right hand helps, draw it in. Right hand releases, walks underneath. Grabs my own wrist. I start to roll. They've got too much movement, so my right foot steps over their body, brings it in tight, comes up, keep their hand on the ground, slide it along the ground, and then release and come back up. All right, one more on this side. Do whichever kind you want. Knee on belly, side control, hand comes up, messes with you, grab it, push it down with your left hand. Right hand helps. Right hand releases, walks underneath, grabs your own wrist, and then Udagarami Americana, whichever one you want, whichever style you want. Break the arm. Knee on belly, clear out. All right, we're going to switch over to the other side, but are there questions? No questions. All right, let's go ahead and do it then. So we are going to start in knee on belly. I'm holding right hand on sleeve, left hand on collar. I'm going to drop down facing to the left side, side control. All right, the hand on the left side messes with my face. My right hand releases, slams it down. Left hand helps pull it in. Left hand releases, walks underneath, takes my time with this. I don't want to let the hand come up to put the hand under, because if I do that, now I've lost control over it. So gently walk under, grab my right wrist, pull that arm down to the line of their shoulders, drop my right hip down, roll to my right, breaking the arm, pop up to knee on belly, and let's do it again. Number 2, side control. Hand messes, right hand comes up, slams it down. Left arm helps bring it in. Left arm releases, walks underneath their elbow, grabs my right wrist, drop the right hip to the ground, pull that arm down to the shoulder level, and now roll towards their head. Good. Number 3, knee on belly, side control. Right hand messes with me. Sorry, there we go. This hand messes with me. Left hand comes out, slams it. Left hand messes with me. Right hand slams it down. Left hand joins, pull it in. Left hand walks in underneath, grabs my wrist, pull it down to the shoulder level. This time I'm worried. For some reason they've got too much movement. So my left foot comes over, and I pull up with the left arm, and right hand pushes that hand underneath, painting along the ground. Broke the arm, back up to knee on belly. All right, back down to side control. And hand comes up to mess with me. Don't want that. Right hand slams it down. Left hand joins, pull that wrist in, keeping it low to the ground. Left hand goes underneath, grabs my own wrist. Pull that arm down to my shoulder. And I decide they've got too much room, so my left foot's going to step over. And I'm going to pull up on the left side, and right hand pushes through. Of course, it's figure 4. So the two are reinforcing each other, but you've got this left side driving up and the right side pushing through. Make sure you're painting. Knee on belly, And number 4, I don't know, side control. There we go. Hands messing with me. Right hand slams it to the ground. Left arm helps bring it in. Left arm releases, walks underneath that elbow. Grabs my wrist, pull it down to shoulder level, step over, rip it up, rip that shoulder back. Good, back to knee on belly. Last one on this side, do whichever one you want. Down to knee on belly down to side control. Hand messes with you, right hand releases, slams it down. Left arm goes underneath. Make sure you draw it in really tight. I'm going to switch the hips, drop the hip, and roll towards her head, staying low. All right. That's 5 each side. Questions?
When you are, when you bring that foot up to increase your crank ability,
yeah,
are you putting a lot of weight on your, let's say for the last side, on your right arm and elbow, or are you largely supporting yourself on your foot and a knee for that? So I find myself like really far forward on the person and kind of like resting a lot of my weight on my arm for stability.
Got it. So I think what I want to say is that I'm going to keep my weight. I'm going to keep my weight like a good tripod. I have to keep weight on this hand. Otherwise, I'm going to lose control over it, right? So I have to keep a fair amount of weight on there. I don't know if it's 33% of my weight. It's probably closer to like 20% of my weight. I do feel like I've got a lot of weight on my right hand because on the right knee, because at this point I'm getting the left foot over. So in order of amount of weight, I'd go right knee, left foot, and then my 2 hands, third. That said, as soon as I start to come up, I am driving off this left foot, right? I am pushing off heavily, pushing myself backwards so that more of my weight shifts back. But I want you to think about keeping your chest forward because you want to paint this hand in here. So you've got some drive, but you've really got a little bit of twist in there on the hips as you keep the chin forward, but the left hip is sliding back. I don't know if
Okay, that helps a lot, actually.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. And, one thing we have to be careful of on this is getting too much weight in here. So as we step over, we now don't want to get pushed over this way. So as we step over, I've got to keep weight here and keep weight back. But now I've got to drive off of it. So it is a temperamental beast in terms of keeping my balance right. Okay. Other questions? Okay. We are now going to switch to the Kimura. Let me, we'll stay on this side and we'll just do this side and then we'll switch into the other side. So the basic entry is going to be the same. Starting in our floating hold, uke gatami. I'm going to drop down into my side control, okay? Again, this hand is messing with me, right? But this time what I do is I'm going to take the left hand, the same side hand, and push it down, okay? There's lots of ways this can happen. Also, from a more traditional side control, then you see it right here, and it's easy to do it, right? So I'm now going to basically take this left hand, slam it down, okay? Pull it in, and I want to maintain control over the wrist. If you need to, take a pistol grip on that dobok top, gi top if they have one, or just grab the wrist and hold it, okay? Now from here, I'm going to take this right hand, moving from their head down towards their hip. Again, walk it down. Grab my wrist. So left hand is holding their wrist, right hand is holding my wrist, and I've got the Kimura position. Now the issue we're going to have is that just rolling up like this is not going to work very well because they're going to, my weight is dropping back. They're going to have an easier time rolling up and fighting it. So what I want to do instead is, just like I did as the fallback on the other side, I'm going to step over with my right foot, the side closest to their head, drop over this way, and now I can pick up and rip backwards towards their head here. Okay, so One more time. We're starting in side control, and I'm using the side closest to their head to kind of push the hand into my forehead. My left hand closest to their hip grabs the wrist, pulls it in, pushes it down, okay? Get some weight on. Now this right hand that's already in here nice and tight, if you're over the head, you're gonna have to get around the head. But in traditional judo side control, my elbow's already there. I'm gonna take my hand and walk it underneath their arm, going from their head down to their toes, grab my own wrist. Now I'm gonna take my right leg, step over their head, come up, and now push that wrist underneath towards their head. Questions? All right, so let's go ahead and let's try it on this side. We'll do 5 right, 5 left, and see where we are. Okay, so starting knee on belly on to the right side of their body. I don't know, my perspective, not theirs. I don't know what their perspective is. Okay, so knee on belly, drop down into side control. For this one, I'm going to go with the judo traditional one. Their hand gets in my face, my left hand reaches up, pushes that wrist down to the ground, pins it to the ground. Right hand, elbows nestled up against their neck. I'm going to walk my fingers underneath their elbow, grab my own wrist. Now, I'm going to drop my left knee over, right foot steps over, rip up, rip back. And back to knee on belly. Let's do that again. Down into side control. Hand messes with my face. Left hand reaches up, grabs that wrist, slams it down. Right hand goes underneath, grabs my own wrist, pulls it in nice and tight, okay? If I can get a little bit of bend to their elbow at this point so that it's got this nice position here, even better. Now I'm going to slide my left knee over to their right armpit, right foot steps over their head, pull up, rip up, get the Kimura. All right, number 3, floating hold, side control. Hand messes with my face, left hand comes up, slams it down. Right hand reaches under. Pull that hand into a nice bent arm position, 90 degrees. I think, is it goddess position in yoga? I don't know. From here, I'm going to bring my left knee over to close to my right. Now my right leg steps over their head. Again, like we did last time, come up, and paintbrush that wrist backwards. All right. Again, knee on belly, down to side control. Hand messes with my face. Left hand slams it down. Right hand worms its way under, grabs my wrist, pull it to 90 degrees. Slide the hip over, step over with the foot, get that arm bar. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. So I'm now to the left side of their body. I guess that's the right hand, but I'm stupid, so I'm just going to say the left side of their body because it's my left. And we're starting in the knee on belly. Drop down into side control. Hand messes with my face. Right hand comes up, push that wrist to the ground. Left hand worms its way under, grabs my own wrist. Pull it nice and bent. Right knee slides over, left knee foot steps over, pull up, paintbrush back along the ground with their hand. Back up to knee on belly. Side control. Hand messes with face. Right hand pushes that down. Left hand slides underneath the ground, pulls it in, gets that nice bent angle. Right knee moves in, left foot steps over. Pull up, paint that wrist along the ground. Back to knee on belly. Number 4, side control. However you like. Hand messes with face, push that down. Left hand walks along the ground, grabs your own wrist. Now you got the nice figure 4. Draw it in nice and snug. Get that arm bent. Right knee moves over, left foot steps over, gets nice and tight. Open up, pull that arm back. Let's do one more on this side. Starting from knee on belly. Oh yeah. Side control. Nice, good position. Hand is still in your face. Right hand knocks it down. Left hand walks underneath the ground, figure four to isolate it, get control over it. Pull it in. Now you've got some control over it. Now it's bent, it's even weaker. Right knee is going to slide to the left knee. Left foot is going to step over the head. Pull up, walk that hand back. Good Kimura. All right, questions? Questions on the Kimura now that you've done it on both sides from this position. No questions. All right. All right, we got just a few minutes left, so let's go ahead and throw our dummies off to the side. Like to maintain our idea of getting a full, well-rounded workout with every class. So clear off your dude, find yourself a little bit of space, and let's do our cool down stretch. Okay, so shake it out just a little bit. Good, and heads. Good rotation on the head. Breathing as you go. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Nice and easy. Yes, I say nice and easy, but you still want that little bit of squeeze. Good, just the shoulders, big circles. As concave and convex as you can. Switch direction. Good. Whole arm working. We'll start backwards. And down to the elbows. And just the elbows. Wrists. Switching directions on the wrist. Elbows. Elbows and arms. And wrist, sure. And now the whole arm. Your glorious, I don't know, it's not a breaststroke, it's, I don't know what kind of, it's butterfly stroke, right? You can think of butterfly stroke. Good, all right. Easy back twist. Good, down to the hips. Good, and feet about hip width apart, hands reaching up for the sky, forward fold. Hang nice and easy, especially after kicks on Monday, you know, hamstrings and lower back and glutes may be tight. Bend the knees. Ragdoll up, hands go high, forward fold again. And cross the left foot over the right, hanging down. And switch right over left. And from here, just kind of sit down on the ground. Let's start right foot out, left leg tucked in. And reach down towards that straight leg. I like to put left hand on my left knee, pushing that knee towards the ground. That helps to open up that left hip and a little bit of lower back on that side as I'm reaching down towards the right leg. So I kind of get a double stretch. Of course, whenever I took physical therapy, they always want me to just kind of isolate, but hey, go for it. All right, sitting up, take that right foot that is stretched out. Let's reach it back behind us. We're going to stretch out our quadriceps. Pull that right heel in towards your glutes. Especially if you're making contact, make sure that heel is right there in the middle of your glute. We don't want it up on the outside of the hip, pulling that knee to the side. Good. Leaving the right foot sitting behind you. Chest comes down to the left foot. That left leg is bent in front of you, so you're kind of able to look at the bottom of your foot. Chest goes down. Maybe think of it like a half butterfly stretch. Again, I'm going to take my left hand and put on my left knee. That helps me to push my upper body down into it. Back is a little bit straighter. That helps me stretch that hip out. Good. Sit up, take that right foot, swing it all the way across and over that left knee. Hug that knee into your chest. Right hand goes behind your hip. Left elbow goes outside your right knee. Gentle back twist. Try to elongate your back, reaching the top of your head towards the sky. Remembering to breathe. Good. We're going to go ahead and switch the legs up now. Left foot is sticking out. Right foot is tucked in. Reaching down towards that left straight leg. If you want to take your right hand, put it on that knee, push it down to the ground. That's great. As they say in yoga, you want to try to keep both sit bones on the ground though. So just because I'm pushing down on this right knee doesn't mean my left glute should come off the mat. In fact, that's what I'm trying to do right now is gently sink back towards the left side. Good. Take that right foot now, tuck it behind you, stretching out that quadriceps on the left side. Again, try to keep a single plane with the foot, heel, ankle, knee, and hip, so you're not twisting on the knee. Good. Sitting up, chest goes down to the right foot. Again, a half butterfly stretch. Good. Left foot swings over the right knee. Hug that knee into your chest. Dropping your left hip down to the ground. Back straight. Breathing. Good. Left hand goes behind your left hip. Right elbow goes outside the left knee. Back straight. Easy twist. Good. Untangle. Shake it out a little bit. And I think we're going to go ahead and end there for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me, or you people, everyone. Thank you, people, for joining me. So hopefully you had a good workout. Spent some time doing Kimura and Americana, trying to do it from groundwork. And, you know, we only have our dummies and pillow friends, but hey, we'll get through this all together, and eventually we'll be together and we'll get to rip each other's arms off with happy smiles because we love each other. So in the meantime, stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next class. Thank you very much for joining us. Bye-bye.